Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris at Randy Kill Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And here behind me is a brand new Honda Pilot. In this video, I'll show you guys some cool hidden features and functions or tips and tricks so you guys get the full experience from the get-go. So time goes on, you won't be like, I didn't know that, or it can do that. Let's get going, okay? All right, so you guys are out there right now enjoying the Christmas lights, going through a drive-in movie theater, maybe just relaxing out in the car while on break. But the problem is you get the vehicle in park, you want the climate control on so everyone stays comfortable, but then your LED daytime running lights are on to ruin the whole experience from everyone, or everyone's like, hey, what is he doing out there in the car? You're just trying to enjoy your break, get some peace and quiet, right? Well, you might be asking, is there a way we can turn off your daytime running lights so you're not disturbing anyone? The answer is yes, and let me show you how. It's quick and easy. All right, so here we are on the outside of the vehicle. You guys can clearly see that your daytime running lights are on, right? First steps, make sure the vehicle's on and running, and it has to be in park. Now, while the vehicle's in park, all you have to do is simply come over to your light stick. You see you have options, auto, off, then you got your fog lights down here below. But now, all you have to do for your light stick, tap and hold to off while the vehicle is in park. Then you see that your daytime running lights are temporarily off. See that? They're off. Quick and easy. Now when you put the vehicle back into drive, boom, lights come back on. All right, this is going to be an awesome hidden feature that you may not know about, okay? Now, you have an automatic electrical parking brake system. So pretty much, let's say you're out there, you're driving around, right? La, 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 la. You stop, you get where you're going, you put the vehicle into park, and then you turn off the vehicle. So as soon as you turn off the vehicle, you open the door to get out, right? Bang! The electrical parking brake automatically enables, right? So now when you get into the vehicle and then you turn on the vehicle, you put the vehicle into drive, you notice that your electrical parking brake is still engaged because you can see it right here. I can take my foot off the brake and you'll see it right up here too as well. All right. Now maybe you don't want that to automatically engage. How do I turn that off? It's quick and easy, okay? So first step, make sure the vehicle's on and the vehicle's in park. Make sure the red brake light is on, okay? Red brake light is on. Now without pressing down on the brake pedal, so foot's off the brake, you click and hold this button up for a few seconds. You wait to hear beep, beep. There's a beep, beep. Let go. Right away, click and hold. One beep, it means it's deactivated. Boom. So now, when I put the vehicle into drive, I get to go where I'm going, stop, turn off, shut off the vehicle. That has been deactivated, okay? Now to turn that right back on, you have to repeat the process backwards. Turn on the vehicle. Vehicle's on and running, vehicle's in park, parking brake is engaged, confirmed. Click up and hold. There's a beep beep. 2 beeps means it's activated. Done. So now every time I turn off the vehicle, it automatically engages. There it is, guys. This one's going to be the auto park and brake release. So you guys can see that the auto park and brake is engaged because of the red light. Then also it says it right up there. As you guys know, you cannot accidentally bump this to deactivate it. You have to put your foot down on the brake pedal, then push that button down. It's off. But did you know that if you just put your seatbelt on, right, the vehicle's on and running, then put your foot down on the brake to shift to drive, you can see it's still engaged. Now let my foot off the brake, and then apply onto the gas. Boom, automatically releases it, and I'm good to go. Just click it and get going. Summertime is my favorite time of the year. The kids are so busy with activities, we're out there building new memories. But one thing I don't like about summer is when we're all done at the ball game and who knows what we're doing, or racing out there to the car to go out to the next activity, it's hot and mucky. You open up that door, whew, sweating to death, just dreading getting in the car. But wouldn't it be nice though if you can plan out in advance, maybe let it all air out? You can with your key fob. It's quick and easy. On your key fob, you have the unlock button. Double tap and hold unlock for a few seconds. The longer you hold it down, the further down your windows will go. As you can see, all windows will come right down. And then if you have a moonroof, it will crack right open too as well, okay? Can't see, the sun's in my eyes. So how cool is that? Now your next question might be, is Chris, is there a way to deactivate that so I won't accidentally open up my windows? Maybe like on those rainy days, it cracks a little bit. You can. All right, let me show you how. All right, so we get the vehicle on and running. We're going to focus on the touch screen. Now, when the vehicle's in park, we're going to come to the second page and hit vehicle settings. Now, you'll see your layout's going to look one or two different ways. You got your vehicle settings wrapped all the way around the vehicle, or you can hit change view, then everything in a column. For the sake of the video, we're going to keep everything in column. Then we're going to select door setup, and then we're going to scroll all the way down to keyless remote power window control. Tap that right there, so it's off. Now it's on. If you want a quick summary, just click the setting, and then we'll show you guys from that point. And when you're all done, you can hit home. Boom, done. Today's your lucky day. It's your day off. You get to go out there, run some errands, right? Or maybe help family run some errands, okay? But the problem is, though, maybe you got a family pet with you, you got to babysit, it's your turn, good job. Or maybe mom's tagging along with you, okay? But the problem is, though, you can't take the pet, or mom doesn't want to go in, it's not as easy for her. So it's cold, it's hot out, wherever the case might be, you want the climate control on. Here we go, mom, here we go, pet, AC's on, heat's on, I get out, I run in quickly, think this will take me only 10 minutes, but you know what happened with 10-minute stories, they usually take longer. Now I come out here after 25 minutes, then I realize, holy Batman, the car is off, AC is not blasting, the heat's not blasting, they're cold, they're freezing, maybe they're sweating to death, whatever the case is, because you didn't know about the 20-minute idle shut-off timer, okay? Now, I know, wait a minute, there is a loophole, so you can actually deactivate that as your next question. So maybe 10 minutes turn into 25 minutes, you're set, they're safe, they're comfortable, you're no longer in the doghouse. Let me show you the loophole right now. All right, so we arrived to wherever we're going. The vehicle is on and running. We got the vehicle in park, okay? We get out of the vehicle, open up the door, then stop, turn around. This is the most important step you have to do to trick the system is grab your seatbelt and plug it in. The seatbelt has to be plugged in, okay? There we go. And then we shut the door, we run in it and do our errands. Now, if you want to learn how to lock the key fob in the vehicle while it's off or running, I have a separate video down below in the link. Just click that bad boy and watch that hidden feature too as well, okay? Driving these brand new Hondas can be so much fun and so distracting because of all the cool standard features and functions. So sometimes you can easily forget how fast you're going. But you do have a nice little reminder when you're speeding, you can turn this on or off, then also set the threshold when it's going to warn you, okay? So let's imagine you're driving down the road, this front-facing camera is right up on the windshield, finds a speed limit sign, throws it right up there, 35 miles an hour. Bang, get a nice little reminder. Then wouldn't it be nice if it's just flashed to alert you and say, hey, you're speeding? You can turn that on or off. It's quick and easy. All you have to do is come over here. The vehicle has to be in park. You get to the second page and then select vehicle settings, okay? Now from vehicle settings, we're going to select driver's assist system setup. Then we're going to go down to your traffic sign recognition system display is on or off, okay? So you can also select it to get a quick little summary of what's going on. And then from there, if we have it on, we can set that threshold warning. So do you want it to warn you when you're speeding? Yes or no? If you say yes, you can have it warn you at the speed limit, 3, 5, or 10 above. You pick your poison. I won't tell if you don't. All right, so we're going to focus over here on the right-hand side of the wheel. On the top left-hand side, you're going to have the button for your adaptive cruise and then your standard cruise. When you select that button, you'll see one of two icons. First one's going to be this standard cruise control. You can tell because it has a speedometer with an arrow like it's locking in place. Or you'll see this second option of the adaptive cruise because it has a picture of a car, the speedometer with an arrow locking in place. Now to switch between the two, it's simple, it's easy. You got to make sure your foot's off the accelerator and then your cruise or your adaptive cruise control is not actively working, okay? So when it's not actively working, your foot's off the accelerator, you just click and hold down this button where my thumb's at. As you hold it down for a dramatic pause, let go, you can see it switches between the two and it beeps at you to let you know. Now to set your cruise control is quick and easy. You get to going to the speed you want. You got this toggle switch here, toggle down to set, toggle up and down to adjust your speeds. Now, when you're using adaptive cruise control, you can select the distance between you and the car in front of you. It's quick. Instead of holding this button down, you do a little taparoo, like a little tap dancing on this. So you can see the lines up there changing. More lines means further away. And then less lines means closer follow. So bang, that easy, okay? All right, so we get the vehicle in reverse. You probably notice on your backup camera right now, there's going to be some lines on there, right? Some solid lines, a dotted line. What do these mean? Well, the dotted line is pretty much telling you where the tailgate is going to open up at, okay? Open and close range for the tailgate. The solid line after that is pretty much going to be 1 meter from the bumper to that solid line. So it gives you a little visual cues for space awareness. So now you're in the know. There we go. Now you guys are in the know. You get the full experience from the get-go. So awesome. If you guys found this video helpful, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to be notified of more videos. Speaking about more videos, check out the links down below in the description. I have more related videos down there. See you then.